Welcome guys, Season 6 is about to end. The season that brought us a new map, Karakin, the Panzerfaust, sticky bombs and much more, but somehow did not manage to increase the player base of the game, as the game has lost about 100,000 average players since January. It is now time for PUBG to show us what they're made of and push out a glorious Season 7 patch. And in this video, I will go over some of the things we should expect to see in Season 7, such as Vikendi version 2, new ranking system, and the AWM being removed from airdrops. But first, I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, NordVPN. It is the VPN of my choice and have been for a long time, and currently using a VPN would be the only way for me to play Miramar in solo, as that map is dead in EU in solo queue, but still available on NA servers, and vice versa. If you live in North America, you could VPN to Europe and have map selection. I get a ping of about 100 to 150 when I do this, but note that I won't recommend playing with a higher ping than this. NordVPN is also a great service to use if you want to view other countries' Netflix libraries, as it will still work to get access to the American Netflix library, for instance. But most of all, a VPN is a great way to protect your data and browse the web anonymously, and a NordVPN subscription comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Finally, you can get 70% off NordVPN, only $349 per month, plus you get an additional month free if you use the link in the description or the coupon code WackyJacky. First of all, Vikendi Remastered will come with Season 7, and it will feature moving trains and big changes to the environment, as I've already covered in a previous video. This map needs to be a success, and I honestly also think that it will be. The critical point is the settings, as we've seen on numerous occasions that having bad loot or bad circle settings can ruin people's motivation to play an otherwise fun map. The Battle Pass for Season 7 will be themed for the reintroduction of this map, and what is especially interesting is that PUBG Corp already said that no map will be removed to make room for Vikendi, as you can see in this tweet where a PUBG player asks if Karakin will be removed for Season 7, and the community manager Hawkins confirms that we will indeed have 5 maps to play. So having 5 maps plus training mode plus TDM, it's a lot of different queues. I find it extremely likely that we will see some major changes to matchmaking and map selection depending on your region. We might go back to the Battle Royale and Mini Royale queue as we saw back when Sanhok was still new. This would mean that Karakin and Sanhok would be in the same queue, and Irankle, Miramar and Vikendi would be in another queue. A solution like this would be great for bigger regions such as EU and Asia, I think. However, for smaller regions such as North America, I'm not sure if this would work. The most likely thing to see in NA is probably a featured map plus random map queue, so you'll be able to select Vikendi or queue up for all the maps instead. I would, however, not be surprised or unhappy if we got the featured map plus random map in Europe, as I really see no point in having map selection when you have maps you can't choose. In this season alone, I have played over 500 games on Karakin, 300 games on Irankle, 40 on Sanhok, and just a single game on Miramar. This is due to what I said earlier in the video. Miramar is dead in EU solo FPP, which is what I play. So expect changes to matchmaking in Season 7. Another thing we can expect to see is a new ranking system. We have for many months seen tests about the lab's test of the upcoming skill-based ranking system for PUBG, and they've already spent a lot of time developing this. It seems like Season 7 is the last call to release this without looking bad, and it would, if executed correctly, push a lot of new life and energy into the game. I personally don't really care about winning games anymore, I just play for the great moments, but sure, that also do mean that I do get some great moments. But imagine playing and getting points for how well you did, getting ranked up on a leaderboard, and then having something to play for apart from just every single individual game. It would really give people something to aim for, and climbing from Silver to Gold League, or perhaps aiming for the big Masters League, would truly be fun, I think. In order for a system like this to work, you would need a working leaderboard, a global ranking so you know your world rank or perhaps just the region rank, a strict removal of cheaters from the leaderboards, and a ranking that is indeed rewarding skill and not just playtime like the current system. With a skill-based ranking system, we could also get a specific rank queue with a ranked rule set, and I think this is what the developers want the most. But I think this is unlikely to happen as the player base would probably be too small for this to work in several regions. With the recent patch removing the M249 from airdrops, stripping it from its iconic amazing sound and instead giving it a plastic sound together with being nerfed, we could see the AWM receiving the same treatment. The AWM removed from airdrops, reduced in damage so it can no longer one-shot a level 3 helmet, and a new gunshot sound that will change this into this. Now I'm just kidding, they would never do something as stupid as this. But then again, they did that with M249, so... well, okay, I'm just salty, I'll move on. What could happen to airdrops is a new airdrop weapon. Since there are now only 4 weapons you can get in airdrops, it would make perfect sense to add a new one. The P90 Submachine Gun have been requested by the community for a long time, and there were some leaks last year that it could be happening too. Adding a P90 as a world drop would be just another SMG I fear. So in order to make this truly unique, I think it's possible that this could be an airdrop only weapon, with devastating power and lots of bullets in a magazine. If it's not the P90, then perhaps something else. 4 weapons seem too low for airdrops, so adding new ones definitely would make sense. Speaking of new weapons, we recently did have a leak where some players experienced a glitch in their weapon mastery system that showed a new sniper, the Mosin Nagant, if that's how you pronounce it. This would be very similar to a Car 98K and could be nothing but a glitch, but it does seem weird that an entirely new weapon name shows up without at least being tested internally by the PUBG developers. We do need a new world spawn sniper rifle in my opinion. We've seen a ton of new weapons in different classes being added, and it's time for a new sniper. If it's the Mosin, maybe, but it could also be something completely different. What was also leaked a few weeks ago by PUBG themselves was C4. The keybind to use C4 explosives did get added to the settings menu, which is a very clear indication that C4 is coming to the game. This could definitely come with Season 7 and be part of the Vikendi loot table, because PUBG loves to do map-specific weapons like this. And speaking of map-specific weapons, since the G36C and the MP5K is now available on Karakin 2, we could see another new Vikendi-specific weapon, such as the FAMAS, as previously leaked by the data miner player IGN. Assault rifles are extremely strong in PUBG, so adding some more variety with a new AR could probably not be a bad idea. One thing that have previously also been leaked by player IGN, but is also extremely needed, is an overhaul to the movement system. For a very long time, players have been asking for improvements to the clunky movement system in PUBG. Examples of where you experience this clunkiness would be while running downstairs. Your character jumps and you slam your head into things or get the feeling of losing control of your character. Or when just moving around on small objects where it almost feels like your character is teleporting around. And especially when moving on rocks, which is probably the worst movement experience you can get in PUBG. Super glitchy, stuttery, and you feel like you get stuck all the time. Quite a terrible experience, to be honest. We could see an overhaul to the movement system addressing these problems, and it could also come with Season 7. This would be something that would give PUBG a more pristine feel, as it is definitely one of its weaker points. I also wouldn't mind if vaulting speed got increased a bit. This is how a simple 20% increase would look like. Not much, but it would definitely feel a lot better, I think. Finally, a thing we could expect to see is a new clan system, which has also been leaked. But already now, PUBG are able to put clan tags on players, as we have seen in events and next to the names of PUBG employees. A system like this is likely to appear with Season 7 too, together with a ranking system. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to get a team rank too. Wouldn't that be cool? What else would you like to see in Season 7? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.